I want you to listen to what Hillary Clinton had to say. I am not a Hillary Clinton fan, but Hillary has been, over the last several weeks, a stalwart in protecting our democracy and calling out those who need to be called out. And as you know, for me, it's all about policy. It's all about who's doing the right thing. And in this case, she's been out there doing a lot of what other Democrats that are currently in the game, are doing. So let's go ahead and have a little listen to our sister, Hillary Clinton, and then we'll take it on the other side.
They're replaying this propaganda from Trumpists in Moscow, and that has to be getting to the Ukrainian people. How distressing, Madam Secretary, how distressing.
Well, Joe, as you know so well, we had a bipartisan agreement, a commitment starting after World War II with Harry Truman all the way until, the Soviet Union collapsed, that we would stand with people who loved freedom like we do, that we would stand with the dissidents who were speaking out about human rights and against oppression and death at the hands of regimes that, the Soviet Union both executed themselves and supported elsewhere. So this is heartbreaking, but it's also dangerous. And I think it's time for what's left of the Republican Party that has any common sense, not just to say, okay, go help defend Ukraine against Putin, but to stand against those people in politics and government, in the media and elsewhere in our own country who are literally giving aid and comfort to an enemy of freedom and democracy. It can't continue because it plays right into the ambitions of not just Putin, but also President Xi of China to undermine democracy, to literally divide and conquer the West without ever invading us, but by setting us against each other.
And isn't she right? She is absolutely right. You know what I find astounding? Let's just make believe that somebody who many consider on the left, welcome aboard May Wood, welcome aboard, somebody who we call somebody that's on the left had done that. Imagine if somebody like Obama had said what Trump said. Imagine if Hillary Clinton had said what Trump said, or what his name said. I wrote a piece. Let me see if I can pull that up on Medium. And I want to read a little segment from the Washington Post. It said the following: "This is genius," Trump said in a conservative talk interview at his Mar-a-Lago resort, echoing his past praise of Russian president. "Putin declares a big portion of Ukraine. Putin declares it as independent. Oh, that's wonderful. He used the word independent, and we are going to go out and we're going to go in and we're going to help keep peace. You've got to say, that's pretty savvy." That is how Trump, our former president, is talking about a president who has invaded a sovereign country. But it gets better. Conservative commentator Candace Owens tweeted this week, "I suggest every American who wants to know what's actually going on in Russia and Ukraine read this transcript of Putin's address." Don't listen to our own president. Listen to what Putin said. "As I've said for months, NATO, under the direction of the United States, is violating previous agreements and expanding eastward. We are at fault." Wow. I mean, it's amazing how she can take little bits and pieces of truth and turn herself into a complete traitor, right? Let's go even further. It may be worth asking yourselves, since it is getting pretty serious, what is this really about? Why do I hate Putin so much? Carlson said Tuesday, "Has Putin ever called me a racist? Has he threatened to get me fired from disagreeing with him?" So now he's equating Putin with those Americans who know that, yes, Carlson is a racist. Yes, Carlson is a heathenist traitor. We all know that. And then last but not least, I have enormous respect for him. Meaning Putin, Pompeo said in a February 18 call with the Center for the National Interest. I've been criticized for saying that. And he's told Fox News he's a very talented statesman. He has lots of gifts. He was a KGB agent. For goodness sakes, he knows how to use power. We should respect that. Wow. Now that Vladimir Putin has invaded Ukraine and people are dying, will these American traitors and Putin appeasers change their stance as the carnage and immorality come into full view? I doubt it. Cancer is going through a particular sect in our society, people, that we must carve out and destroy. Absent that, our democracy dies. Absent that, our democracy dies. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.